What's up, beautiful people? I'm Quincy.
I'm Christy.
And this is Quincy and Christy's Adventure. We are back today, and today we're going to talk about something that was mentioned in one of our comments on the last video comparison that we did. We did the Celebrity Beyond versus the Disney Wish. So somebody in the comments had a valid point. Celebrity is kind of not catered to kids. So now we're back and we're going to do the Disney Wish versus Royal Caribbean. In particular, our last selling was on the Utopia of the Sea, so we're gonna do the Disney Wish versus the Utopia of the Sea, since both of them are kid-friendly.
And they're both new ships. They're both out of Port Canaveral, and they both do 3 and 4 night sailings.
Yes. So, you want to start?
Boarding is about the same for both. It's quick, it's easy. Royal may be a little bit more chaotic because everybody's kind of thrown into one line. It's suites and then everybody else. Where Disney is a little bit more structured. Everyone has a boarding time. They let Platinum they let Platinum go in our own line. So I feel I would give Disney the edge on boarding.
Okay, boarding, and then so we could talk a little bit about the cabins.
Yeah.
Mostly when we sail, we have verandas. But we have sailed on the Utopia with a veranda, and our last sailing was actually a window. It was an inside cabin that was overlooking Central Park.
Yes.
And I have to say, I was really impressed. I did not know how I was gonna like it because, we always sail with a balcony, and this was our first time actually sailing in an inside cabin. But on the Utopia, that inside cabin with the window overlooking Central Park, it was really, really nice. The room was very spacious.
It was.
I didn't feel like it was cramped or anything. A lot of storage space.
Yeah.
The bathroom was decent size.
It was a typical Royal Caribbean bathroom. Again, like Quincy said, it was an inside cabin, but this particular inside cabin had the window, but it also had a window seat.
Yes.
It was big enough for both of us to sit in it and look out. And it did let that natural light into the room, so it did not feel like your typical inside cabin that has no light and kind of can feel a little claustrophobic. Of course, Royal Caribbean does have standard inside cabins. We just got lucky. We booked a guarantee. Yeah. You never know what you're gonna get. Yeah. It was a very last minute booking, and we lucked out and got that window inside. Yes,
facing again Central Park, the Central Park view. So if you want to save a few dollars and you curious to know, how an inside cabin is on the Utopia, with an inside cabin with a view of Central Park or either the boardwalk.
Right.
So those cabins, inside cabins, are pretty nice size. Again, we really enjoyed it. But the one thing, again, that Christy mentioned in our last video about Disney, of course, they have the split bathrooms. Which you're going to get the shower separate from
the toilet.
So that's a plus with Disney. Both of them offer ample storage space, really comfortable. The only thing I would say, too, about Disney, the veranda is really, really nice. So if you the type of person that want to sit out on the veranda and drink coffee or read or whatever, then definitely go for the veranda. I can't compare the inside Disney cabins to the inside Utopia because we've never experienced the inside cabin on Disney.
No, we haven't.
But again, room wise, it just depends on what you want. If you're comfortable with the inside cabin, definitely say the Utopia definitely meets what you're looking for in regards of size and comfort and storage space and all of those things in regards to
I've seen a Disney inside cabin when I've done a ship tour, and there's nothing wrong with them. They're perfectly fine. The layout is a little different. When you enter the cabin, the bed is the back of the room, so it's a little different. On the Fantasy and the Dream, they have magical portholes where you can turn them on and off like a television, and characters will come by. You can always see what's going on outside, and then at night you can just flip a switch and turn it off. Those are amazing, I will say. One other thing about just cabins in general, Disney does housekeeping twice a day. They come in the morning, do a complete detail, At night, once again, they turn your bed down, leave you your personal navigator for the next day. They leave chocolates on your pillow.
Oh yeah.
You know, so
But I think both of them does the towel animals. And
the
stuff
towel
like that.
animals, both cruise lines do the towel animals, but Royal, you're only going to get service once a day.
And that's what we didn't mention in the last video, the TV channels.
Oh, that's...
So, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to let you tackle the
So
TV
so on the Utopia, I mean, the Utopia, it's very, the channels are very limited. And,
very.
And the movies
are $12
$12 each, which was thumbs down. We're not paying $12 for movie
No.
to watch a movie, and they wasn't really like new movies.
No.
They did have like some of the sports channels, and they did have like old school MTV type videos on the television.
And they had news channels.
Yeah, so you got your standard news and sports, but movie wise, you're not getting anything.
No.
But Disney, on the other hand, I mean, you could talk about the Disney.
Oh, it's Disney movies on demand, so you don't really have to say anything else.
Yeah,
they
Marvel.
had Marvel, they had Pirates, so they had adult movies, and then they had everything down to all the classics, Frozen, Cinderella. They had all the kid movies as well. They also had like a taste of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Like a couple of Disney
Yeah.
Plus shows. I did kind of wish they had the full Disney Plus.
No pun intended. Wish.
Wish, but you
And
know.
the movies were free.
Yes.
The
Disney On
movies
Demand
were
is completely free.
So,
And they
yeah,
also, as well as Disney On Demand, they do also offer ESPN.
Oh yeah, they have all the sports channels.
Right, and the news channels
Yes.
and weather
Yes.
and, you know, what's going on the ship. They had all that as well. But the Disney On Demand is very, very nice.
All right, so next, we can talk about the food choices.
Okay.
So Disney has, what's the name of it?
Marceline Market?
Marceline Market, and
The
on
buffet.
Utopia, yes, the buffet we're talking about, and on the Utopia, they have the Windjammer. The Windjammer is on all of the Royal Caribbean
Yes.
cruise line ships. So I would say it's pretty equal. I'll give Disney the slight edge on quality of food.
Oh, yeah.
But
Boarding Day on Royal has, you know, the shrimp and you were eating
oh yeah,
tuna
they had
or
the
something
shrimp. They
weird.
had ceviche.
Yeah.
They had fresh lobster tails. So
Yes, that's only on boarding day.
yeah,
The rest of the time,
it was pretty good though, because it was a time where
had lamb.
I had the lamb chops. I love lamb.
he loves lamb.
And the Utopia did have lamb chops.
They did.
At their Windjammer buffet, and it was available multiple times throughout the day, so you were able to come up and enjoy food. I think the schedule is pretty much comparable. Both of them offer the same kind of like dining times.
Oh, one really cool thing at Marceline, you will see sometimes they offer them freely, and sometimes you have to special order it. So there's a little secret. If you have ever had the Mickey waffles, we all know they're amazing, but there is a special Mickey waffle called a churro Mickey waffle, and it's rolled in cinnamon sugar. So at night on Disney Cruise Line, if you tell your dining room server at dinner that, hey, tomorrow morning I want churros, Mickey waffles, they will have those for you in Marceline the next morning.
That is pretty cool.
Because they're not available every day, but if you want them, you just let your server know, and then you pick them up the next morning. It's amazing, and they are amazing.
Yeah, so I would say the buffets are comparable to one another. Both have something in particular that they offer that's pretty good. So I would say but I'm gonna give Disney just a slight edge on quality of food. So, but the Utopia wasn't far off.
And
so
not quite as chaotic.
that is true too.
Wow. Yeah.
Now, when it comes to the restaurants on the Utopia, you're gonna be in one main dining. Main dining is gonna be in one restaurant. In
Right.
Disney, of course, you're gonna have rotational restaurants that also offers shows.
Yes.
So each restaurant, so Marvel, you're gonna have Spider-Man is gonna come out, which the kids love that.
And so do the adults. Hello.
Yeah, some of the adults do love the characters as well.
Our daughter goes crazy.
1923.
1923.
You're gonna either get Walt or Roy. It's two sides.
There's not really a show there, but the
Right.
restaurant itself is a show. There is a tremendous amount of Disney artwork
Yes.
and archival, what do you call it? Oh my goodness, drawings and cells from movies.
Yeah.
And just
You're just gonna have a
it's
bunch of props, a bunch of
beautiful.
different things that represents Walt Disney and the whole history of how Disney became. So you'll get a little taste of that in 1923. You never know which side you're gonna get, the Walt side or the Roy side. Both of them
Beautiful.
are beautiful, and the food, of course, is excellent.
And the third
then,
restaurant.
What, Arendelle?
Arendelle, very good.
Arendelles.
Arendelle, yes. And there is a show.
Yeah, there is a show. So
There's a Frozen show.
Yes.
You will see Anna, Elsa, Kristoff,
yeah,
and your favorite,
yeah.
Woohoo.
Hoo-hoo.
Big Summer Blowout.
Yeah, so Disney obviously gonna get the thumbs up on that because you can't beat character dining when you have kids. You can't beat a good Disney show when you have kids. So they're gonna be entertained while they eat the food. Quality of food, of course, Disney gonna get the slight edge. Like you always say, when Disney serve you steak, you're gonna get filet mignon. So, but the food on the Utopia, I can't say that it was bad.
It wasn't
But
horrible.
It wasn't horrible at all.
No.
It was pretty good to be honest. It was really good. But of course, Disney gonna out edge it with quality. So
So that covers breakfast and dinner.
Yeah.
Lunch is a little bit of a different story because
Yes.
I feel like on the Wish you have that whole festival of food area.
Yeah.
So you had burgers, hot dogs,
Mickey's barbecue.
Mickey's barbecue, which
Yes.
is amazing.
It is amazing. Ribs, chicken,
Yeah.
collard greens, cornbread, baked beans,
Brisket.
delicious food.
Brisket.
Donald's
Cantina,
which is Mexican cuisine. You get tacos, burritos,
bowls. Yeah.
burrito bowls.
And then there's Daisy's Pizza.
Daisy's Pizza.
Plus Marceline is open for lunch.
Yes.
And
You got
24-hour room service.
Yep, and
which is
unlimited soft serve ice cream as well.
Yes. Yes. And
And
again,
the sodas and everything.
right, soft
free
drinks are included on
the
Disney.
Wish. On the Wish.
Yes. And then on the Utopia for lunch, your options are the Windjammer,
Yeah.
Sorrento's for pizza.
Yep.
Anything else you have to pay for.
No, but the
Promenade Cafe.
Promenade Cafe as
Yeah,
well
but those
as,
are like
little small finger
Teeny
foods,
tiny.
little sandwiches
Yeah.
and stuff. And Central Park. What is the park? Yeah, Park View.
Central Park Cafe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Central Park Cafe.
Whatever it's called.
Where you can walk in there and get different types of food,
Yeah,
roast
they have,
beef
like, this
sandwiches,
Or salad.
salad sandwiches, fruit. So that's pretty good.
But the Utopia had some pay options for lunch. They had your new favorite,
Oh, what's that?
the
Mason jar.
mason jar.
The mason jar, yes. The mason jar. I mean, food is bad for you, but it tastes so good.
It was really good, and that was
Really
like
good.
$40 a person.
Yes, that was really good.
You can order as much as you want, but again, these are things you need to keep in mind. So, breakfast, everything is included. Obviously, if you want specialty coffees or mimosas, both cruise line, you're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
Lunch, all of the Disney food is included. Royal does offer a couple different options for pay, and that's $40 a person. And soft drinks are included on Disney, they are not on Royal. And then for dinner, the only pay options Disney offers are adult only, and it's gonna be Palo or Enchanté.
Yes, and Palo is hands down one of the best restaurants that you can ever. If you go on any of the Disney ships, book Palo.
100%.
Everything is 5 stars. 5 stars. You would not be disappointed. So, but on the Utopia, they have a sushi place. They have
A steak place, a seafood place, an
Yes.
Italian place.
Yes.
And those are all pay.
Yeah.
They're going to be, I believe the cheapest one is $50 and
Yeah.
on up to over $100 a person.
And sometimes if you book it in advance, you get a
You
discount.
could get a discount.
You can catch discounts on it. And everybody that we've talked to who've eaten at those particular restaurants, they all say they were really, really good. So we just choose to not really do the specialty dinings, except Palos when we're on Disney, because the food is good enough to where we are satisfied without having to get any type of specialty dining.
Yeah.
So I would say, again, both of them are pretty comparable. It's just all about what you want to eat for free and if you're willing to pay for anything. But when it comes to the kids, again, I think the kids benefit a little bit more on the Disney ships.
There's a lot of choices.
Yeah, lots of choices. And ranging from, they got the kids club, and they got a club for teenagers. They got a club for preteens.
Yeah.
So if you got kids, they would definitely be 100% entertained on the Disney ships. I'm not too sure about the different kids clubs and stuff.
Royal does the same sort of breakdown. The only difference with Royal is obviously the theming in the kids club and the size and what they really put into the kids club. So on Disney, you're actually going to have characters coming to the kids club doing sing-alongs with the kids with Snow White, or Black Panthers coming in and you're learning some Black Panther moves. Again, with families and children and people that are the age group of the kids clubs, you're not going to be able to compete with Disney. You're just not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like, that's their thing, So, and Royal also charges after a certain time of night. Royal will charge you by the hour if you want to put your kids back into the kids club. And I want to say, I looked it up, it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is their kind of set time. Anytime after 10, you're paying for it. Disney's, usually they close at midnight. Some nights they'll stay open till 1. It depends on how long you're in port. So they do give parents that little bit of extra time.
And I'll also clear up for the parents. Disney does offer. I'm gonna slide into the entertainment portion, because we was talking a lot about kids, and everything available for the kids, arcades and everything on both ships. But for adults, Disney does have their own adult area. That adults, hot tubs, jacuzzis, the whole nine. That's just for adults. They also have a couple of we like Nightingales. That's one of our favorite lounges to go in, and they have someone playing the piano. Nice, affordable drinks.
Yeah. They have the Hyperspace Lounge, which is Star Wars themed.
Yes. Yeah.
The Bayou.
The Bayou, where you can get some beignets. It's Louisiana, New Orleans themed. Yeah. And you could get beignets there.
And they're pretty good.
They're
not Cafe Du Monde.
Right, but they're pretty. They will do for a nice sweet treat.
Yeah.
They would do. And Disney also offers the drink of the day. Every day they have the drink of the day, which is typically around $5.50, something like that. So very, very affordable, and they taste pretty good. Shows, and we have adults like my wife who loves the Disney shows.
I do.
So if you're into the whole Disney, everything about Disney, the characters and everything, Disney does put on some pretty good shows. Aladdin, the one with all the characters, they come out. I forget the name of that.
Seize the Adventure.
Yeah, Seize the Adventure. That's her with the Disney trivia, not me. But they do a great job with the shows.
They really do, and they keep it interesting. It's just long enough to hold your child's attention. They've got characters when they need to have the characters, and that kind of brings the kids back into it. Top-notch entertainment-wise, the level of entertainment. The singers are just outstanding. But also, they do have that one area, La Luna, where they have like your typical, what is it? Not the dating game, but the honeymoon.
Yeah, the honeymooners. The honeymoon is like the newlyweds.
Yes.
And that's a ship's favorite, and I think most ships
have that. And it can get a little risque. It is for adults only.
Then you have your trivia games,
lots
your
of trivia.
80s trivia, music trivia,
Your Disney trivia.
Disney trivia. So both ships offer, you know, the different type of trivia. Bingo, both ships offer bingo.
Sports bars, they both have sports bars.
Decent, really nice sports bar.
So sports are covered.
Yes, so now if you're an adult who like casino, that's one thing that Royal offers that Disney doesn't. They have a casino. One part of the casino does allow smoking, which I don't like because you leave smelling like smoke. But they have a really small smoke-free casino for those who don't smoke and would rather not smell like smoke. So that's another thing that Royal offered that Disney does not have, the casinos. Royal also have comedy shows, a couple of
very adult comedy
shows. And I would have to say one of the best shows I've seen since I've been sailing, and I've been on a few cruises, is on the Utopia. All In is one of the best put on performances that I've ever seen.
It
Singing,
really is amazing.
Dancing, the lights, everything that they used. They have a drone show.
The costume changes.
They're
unbelievable.
I got to give them the thumbs up. That's one of the best shows I've ever seen, and I'm really not a show person. They got the dive show with the swimmers and the divers. They have the skating show, ice skating. They got a show for that, and they also have like the wave runner for the family.
The flow rider. So there is a couple when it comes to your young adults. We're gonna call them young adults. The Royal Caribbean's gonna offer the bigger water slides.
Yes.
They're big enough, you know, that we could ride them if we chose to. They're also going to have rock climbing walls, lining. The flow rider, like he said, and the flow rider is kind of like a surfing, boogie boarding kind of fake wave.
With a self-made wave, and you have to balance yourself like on the boogie board. It
is kind of fun to watch people wipe out on that. It is kind of fun. The Utopia has zip lining. You zip a line through the middle of the ship.
Rock climbing wall.
Yeah, they got those. Putt-putt. They have mini golf. And there's also laser tag.
Yes.
And an escape room.
Right.
So I would say for your maybe 15 to early 20s, I want to say Royal's going to take the edge on activities.
Yes, I would agree.
So if you don't have smaller children or you're not a Disney adult and you like those sorts of adventures, the Utopia is definitely going to take that spot.
Absolutely.
One of the things that I noticed and not even just after sailing Disney, but after sailing some other cruise lines and coming back to the Utopia, the noise level.
Yeah,
it's a bit much.
Yeah, it's noisy, but we just sailed on Celebrity, so that's not fair because
no. But even comparing it to Disney, where you have 9 million kids on board the ship, the Utopia noise level is a lot.
Surprisingly so. And just to be clear, on Disney, although it's kid friendly, it's
hard to find them.
They are tolerable, so they're off doing their own thing.
Yeah.
So it definitely doesn't spoil your fun. You're not tripping over kids.
Right.
So Disney do a phenomenal job of keeping the kids where the kids belong and have them involved with kids' activities, so the adults can still enjoy themselves. So basically, I think so Royal has the edge. I would go from like preteens all the way up to early 2021s, and then from 10 and below, Disney gonna win it hands down. The islands, Disney has Perfect Day at
Disney has Castaway.
Castaway Key. Castaway, those names. Oh. Disney has Castaway Key, which is one of the most phenomenal islands. Free food when you get to the island. They also have a separate island for adults, Serenity Bay. You can either walk or you can take the tram to Serenity Bay. They also allow you to rent bicycles. But Royal has Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is nothing to sneeze at. It's definitely
beautiful.
It's beautiful. It cuts the mustard. It meets everything you need.
But once again, they have a lot of pay options.
Yes.
They have food pay options, restaurant pay options, water park pay options. So the first thing you see when you pull up is this ginormous water park, and it is a little pricey. I want to say it's like almost $100 a person to go to this water park.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I've priced it a couple times, and then they also offer an adults only section, but you do have to pay to go there.
Yeah, but they also, but South Beach is kind of separate,
family.
And it's free. So they have free options, just like Disney does, but they also have pay options if you want a little bit more exclusive type private time on the beach. But all I need, we usually get off the beach, get off the boat, go to the beach, get in the water for a little bit. She lay out, you know, I edit videos or whatever. We grab food.
Yeah.
Both places offer a great variety of food to eat, so you won't be disappointed with either. So again, I think
It's a toss-up.
it is a toss-up, and I guess what it boils down to really is just like the age of the kids, and you know, the price really also. Price does
So
matter.
I did do pricing. I priced out June 27th of this year, 3-night sailings on both ships. They both leave out of Port Canaveral. It's 3 nights. It's going to go to Nassau and their private island. So exact itineraries. I did veranda staterooms overlooking the ocean, exact same rooms. The Utopia of the Seas, this is total for 2 adults only. Utopia was $28.04 and the Wish was $33.50. So it's a difference of $546. So me personally, I'm book the Wish all day long. It would be no question, especially with only a difference of $500. The Wish offers more of what I like in a vacation. Not only just the Disney part, but the inside of the ship, the quietness, the relaxation, the quality of the food, the cabin, the upgraded, you know, amenities in the cabin. Yeah, we forgot to touch on that. Disney's shower gel and lotion and shampoo.
It's the best. It's untouchable.
It is. It's
untouchable.
Royals is gross. It's on a dispenser on the wall, and it is a 3-in-1.
Yes.
They want you to shampoo, condition, and wash your body with the same thing.
Yeah, so that's a thumbs down. So if you are booking Royal, bring your own shower gel, shampoo, and conditioner.
Yes,
that
please.
3-in-1 just doesn't cut it.
But getting back to the real price difference of $546, a couple of things to keep in mind are soft drinks. Yes, it sounds like something really silly, but Royal Caribbean charges $29 a day per person for soft drinks. That adds up.
Yes.
Room service is free on Disney.
That's a big plus.
It's either $8 or $9 per order on Royal Caribbean.
Yes,
Again, that can add up.
Yeah.
And then pay choices for food. Disney does offer a lot of free options where Royal will nickel and dime you when it comes to food and food options. So really, like, you know, and the adult only beach on the Utopia, you have to pay for that. And I want to say it was like, what, $100? It ranges, which is really strange.
I mean, I think they do give you like a free lunch or something comes with it.
You do get food, so but it ranges from, but you get food on Disney's for free.
Yes, I agree.
So I think the cheapest, your friend got it for like $60 or $70 a person.
I think that was on sale.
Oh, it was on sale, and then I've seen it as like as much as $100.
Yeah.
So, and that's per person just to get over to the adult only side. So if you add those things up, it's really gonna be neck and neck the same. So honestly, personally, I'm booking the Wish all day long. Do I wish Disney had a casino? Yeah, I kind of do. Because I know it would be smoke-free like the rest of the ship.
Yeah.
So.
But since they don't,
I'm still booking the Wish.
So yeah, it's kind of like, I mean, quality and everything. I would definitely give Disney, you know, the slight edge over Royal. Prior to selling Celebrity, it was Disney then Royal. But now, I mean, I know it's off topic, but now to me, Celebrity is number one in my book. I mean, they just won me over.
And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
So it's all about what you're looking for. That was a good breakdown of the price and what you get and what you don't get. Oh, we didn't mention the gyms. Both of them have nice gyms, but the gym on the Utopia is much bigger. I have to
much
give
larger.
All the Royal gyms are amazing. So if you're into health and fitness, Disney has enough for you to get a workout.
Yeah.
But Royal, it's ton of equipment.
It's huge.
It's huge. So
it is huge.
They do get the upper edge on the workout, and they have the walking track.
Yeah.
All of the Royal ships has a walking track. You could go outside and just walk around the ship. Nice scenery, nice view.
They both have spas.
Yeah, both has
And the spas are great. They're both.
Except Disney Spa on the Wish, overpriced.
Oh, you mean the rainforest room?
Rainforest room,
Rainforest
yes.
room.
Yeah, not the spa, but the rainforest. Yeah.
It is extremely expensive. We did it for our honeymoon.
Yeah.
And
Never did it again. Never did it again.
I mean, this is where you're gonna have your steam rooms. You're gonna have
the heated lounge chairs.
A cold room. You had
your Turkish Hamas. You have your infrared room.
Yep.
I think Disney had the crystal ice.
And then they did. They had the cold room, and then they had an outdoor section where you went outside, and it was hot tubs and hammocks and swings and beds, which was beautiful.
I just think it was too much.
We went. We enjoyed it.
Really enjoyed it.
We did, but the price was ridiculous. Yes. I want to say it was $275 or $300 a person.
$294 a person.
Per person. And okay.
Yeah.
Versus Royal, I think we paid $169.
Yeah.
Granted, on the Utopia, I was surprised how small it was. It is just 3 rooms and then a couple of beds.
Yeah.
Not very impressive, not over the top, but enough.
Yeah.
It was what we wanted. We wanted to go in there, sweat out some toxins, lay in a bed. Okay.
Yeah.
Disney's was way over the top with stuff that we just didn't use. We're not sit in a swing kind of people all day long.
Exactly.
We want to go in, sit in the hot, steam rooms, maybe lay in the tile heated loungers for like 30 minutes and then go.
Yeah.
So the
Disney
price for that was a lot.
Way overpriced.
It was a lot. I will agree with you. That was a lot.
So.
But between the magical touches, Disney does the kiss goodnight in with the light, and the
atrium is beautiful.
It's beautiful.
And Utopia does have boardwalk.
They do.
Central
Park.
Park.
And it is a beautiful
Promenade
ship. They have the promenade, Central Park, board. Yes, they have all that. But
when you factor everything in, both of them are great choices. But since we're versing one against the other, I'm gonna go with Disney as well. I'm gonna give Disney the slight edge.
Yeah.
So I think that's about it. That sums it up.
That sums it up. If you have any questions, please let us know.
Drop it down in the comments. Let us know if you have any questions, any other questions that we didn't answer for you.
Yeah.
If you sailed on both of them, the Wish and the Utopia, tell us which one you like the best. Also, click that like button, subscribe to our channel, and thank you to all the new subscribers. Our channel is steadily growing, so we appreciate everybody that tunes in. And click that like button so this video goes out to everybody else. And just tune in for our next adventure. We got a cruise coming up in
a couple weeks.
14 days. We're going to be sailing on the Silhouette, the Disney Silhouette.
The
celebrity Silhouette. Another celebrity ship.
Yes, so, we have not been on this one, so we're going to be covering it.
Looking forward to sharing that with you guys.
Absolutely.
But thank you for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on our next adventure.
Bye.